Virgil van Dijk says Liverpool players are letting Arne Slot down with facts. Claim. Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk says his team must go back to basics to address the concerning slide down the table that it is currently experiencing after a joint heaviest home defeat in the Premier League era against Nottingham Forest. Van Dijk says Liverpool's players are letting both themselves and head coach Arne Slot down at the moment, with issues all over the field. The Reds now have a negative goal difference in the league and are on course to concede 63 times at the current rate, only 2 fewer than 17th-placed Spurs let in last season under Ange Postecoglou. I.e. think the first half an hour was not bad at all, actually, but after we conceded a goal, up until halftime, we were too rushed and nervous in the way we play, trying to force things. Vandy, IJK, told reporters at Anfield. They obviously scored the goal that was disallowed, but the way we started the second half was unacceptable, so it was a very, very, very disappointing afternoon. It is something that is hard to take, but it is the reality. I'm not a quitter, and we will keep going, but it doesn't mean it isn't tough to take. We discussed at halftime what we want to do, but then you concede such an easy goal. At 2-0 down, it is a totally different story. Again, outfought and deservedly beaten by Nottingham Forest. There were worrying signs for Liverpool. Despite starting well, the Reds appeared to collapse after going a goal down, and they haven't earned any points yet when conceding first this season. It's a combination of factors, Van Dijk said. First, half an hour. It was good. We created opportunities and had moments where we had crosses in front of Mats. Sells Maka, Alexis Mack. Alistair was there for a shot, and it was a great block from Milankovic. We were good, but then we obviously conceded and the panic kicks in. It is a team thing, and we have to try and stay calm and do the right thing. Halftime comes and we speak about doing the right things, but then we don't do that. It's a difficult thing to accept. We should be angry. The main thing for me is that everyone has to take responsibility. You have to do that. That is the main thing I want the boys to do. It is not easy when it is difficult times, but we have to do it if we want to get out of this. Now having lost as many Premier League fixtures as it has won this season, Liverpool is sat in the bottom half of the table, surely out of contention for the title. It is facing a battle to make the Champions League spots as things stand. We are trying to find consistency, but we concede far too many goals to even speak about it at the moment, Van Dijk continued. We had a good couple of days of sessions and good meetings. But at the end of the day, it is about what you show. On the pitch, we conceded and then we weren't good for 15 minutes. The second half started and then we are 2-0 down. It is obviously a completely different ballgame. We played against Forest, who is winning physical battles against us. What I want is for everyone to take responsibility on the pitch. You have to do that to make each other better. When someone is pressing, you have to follow the press. Basic things. But it doesn't happen enough. We have to get back to that, and it is easier to think about your own situation rather than the collective side when things are not going well. Alexander Isak was anonymous, but needs matches to get himself up to speed, while Ibrahima Konate continued his worrying spell, like Liverpool, collectively, starting well, but quickly seeing his performance level drop. The days before the game. We had a great 3 or 4 days of preparation, Van Dijk said. In the game, you were dealing with facts, and the facts are that we conceded from a set piece in the first half and a terrible second goal at the start of the second half. In terms of, if we are letting Arne Slot down, we are definitely letting him down. We are letting ourselves down as well. That is why I said that you look at yourself first, and then you help each other. At the moment, it is a mess. That is just a fact. As the champions, you can't be in the situation we are in now. But it is a fact. So what are we going to do about it? We are going to try and turn this around. That is the mentality that everyone should have. The consistency that we had last year was incredible, but the fact is, this year, we don't have any consistency. We concede far too many goals and we don't score enough. We are losing battles and everyone is responsible. I hope everyone sees that. We have to take the responsibility to turn this around. It is easy to point fingers, but we have to do it together. We were together when we won the league and everyone was happy. Then, when you go through a tough time, you have to stick together as well and face the toughness. At the moment, it is tiring, but there is no other way. Wednesday is another game. So what am I going to do? Go home and cry? No, I'm going home to think about how we can turn this around. Ibrahima Konate, humiliated as Arne Slot loses patience with Real Madrid. Target Arne Slot took Ibrahima Konate out of Liverpool's game with Nottingham Forest on Saturday after another woeful display. Liverpool went 2 goals down against Forest after Murilla's controversial first-half opener was allowed to stand and Nicolo Savona doubled. The visiting team's lead within seconds of the restart. Slot reacted to Savona's goal by hooking Konate After just 55 minutes, the France international, who is in the final year of his contract at Anfield and is being linked with a summer move to Real Madrid, is having a poor season. He's produced several under-par performances and faced criticism from the likes of Jamie Carragher. Hugo Dijk replaced Konaté on Saturday. As former England goalkeeper Paul Robinson joked on BBC Radio 5 Live, "The way Konaté has played today, I reckon Dijk could even drop in there and do a better job." Konaté's season started terribly. He defended poorly in the 4-2 win against Bournemouth on the opening day, and his form hasn't picked up much since then. The defender's struggles have coincided with rumors of a summer move to Madrid. Just 12 months after his former teammate, Trent Alexander-Arnold, ran down his contract to do the same. Konaté is up there with the worst defenders in the league this season, wrote one disgruntled Liverpool fan on X during Saturday's game. Not many starting defenders who have been worse sick, honestly. Anna wrote on the same platform, "Konaté has been an absolute shambles first half. We need Mark Guehi in the door on the 1st of January. And been off the contract talks with Konaté, if this is the level of performance he is going to produce." Morgan Gibbs-White went on to score late on to complete a famous 3-0 win for Forest. The Reds have struggled without Alexander-Arnold, but doesn't think the idea of losing Konaté will worry Liverpool's hierarchy too much. "I'd like him to stay, but if he doesn't stay, Liverpool will sign someone else. Liverpool won't fall apart if Konaté leaves." Carragher recently told the Daily Mail, "He's not Virgil van Dijk. He's a good center-back who you hope will sign, but if he doesn't want to sign, Liverpool will be absolutely fine. He's a very good center-back. He's a title winner at Liverpool. He's played in the Champions League final against Real Madrid. He's obviously a quality center-back. It's not poor management if he goes for free. You can't physically make somebody sign a contract. Then it's your decision. Do you keep him to the length of his contract, or do you sell him?" Mark Guehi'S three-word message as brutal Liverpool decision hints at January transfer stance. Liverpool target. Mark Guehi has lavished praise on his Crystal Palace colleagues following Saturday's emphatic 2-0 triumph over Wolverhampton Wanderers. The centre-back nearly secured a $46 million, £35 million move to Anfield on transfer deadline day during the summer window. However, Palace prevented the potential switch after failing to secure an adequate replacement. Missing out on Guehi wasn't originally seen as a significant blow for Arne Slot's side, considering the England international's Palace contract expires next summer, potentially enabling the Reds to acquire him on a free transfer. But Liverpool has suffered a torrid defensive campaign this season, conceding 20 goals in Premier League fixtures already. Ibrahim Konaté has particularly toiled in central defense and was brutally substituted by Slot during Saturday's abysmal 3-0 home defeat to Nottingham Forest. Konaté struggles, alongside unusually uncertain performances from the typically reliable Virgil van Dijk at the heart of defense, have coincided with outstanding displays from Guehi at Selhurst Park, with 25-year-old secured another clean sheet this weekend as Oliver Glasner's team rose to 4th in the standings. The England defender chose to honor the team performance after goals from Daniel Munoz and Yermi Pino secured a comfortable victory at Molineux. He said, "Well done, team," in a concise message accompanied by several action photographs from the encounter with Wolves. Liverpool's interest in Guehi remains a topic of speculation as the January transfer window approaches. With their defensive woes yet to be fully addressed, the likes of Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Barcelona have also been thrown into the mix as potential destinations for the young defender. In an October interview, Guehi admitted his future plans were still up in the air. He stated, "No, because I like to live in the present and I can't be thinking about the future at all because there is a lot of work to do. But also, my future is in God's hands. Wherever God wants me to go, I will go, but that will be taken care of at the end of the season."